Today, we're going to be touring Tennessee State University. As you can see, I am so excited to show you guys Tennessee State University. I've changed my background to the TSU logo. Can you see that? Check that out. I even have a TSU shirt for the occasion. Check that out. Yeah, going all out for you guys. I really want you to be excited about this. So before I get into our virtual tour, I made a quick little video that introduces your counselors and some college planning concepts that I'm about to play for you guys. And just before I do this, let's have a little heart-to-heart. I have absolutely no idea if this is going to run perfectly or smoothly, and if we hit a road bump in the production and you can't hear the sound, please speak up and tell somebody. Put it in the question and answer section. Ms. DeWall is monitoring that for us. Thank you again, Ms. DeWall. And we will get it right. If I have to start over what I'm saying or what we're doing, I will do it because I want you guys to get this information. But to start, before we do the tour, I'm going to show you a really short video that introduces Mrs. Dees and Ms. Thompson and also those college concepts. So give me just a second to pull it up here. Okay, I think when I push play, you should be able to hear this. Just let me know if you can't. I'm pushing play.
I hope all of you are doing well. I am Mrs. Dees, and I want to welcome you to the 2020-2021 school year.
Good morning, Wright Raiders. My name is Miss Thompson. I am the 6th and 7th grade school counselor here at Wright Middle School. The first featured school is TSU, my alma mater. Woo-hoo! Go Big Blue.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I love Miss Thompson's school spirit. And speaking of Miss Thompson's school spirit, I want to take a second and let you guys know that we have a lot of TSU graduates that work at Wright Middle School, and I think that's so cool. In fact, I'm just gonna tell you, I sent an email out this morning to the student body, the school staff, and I just said like, hey, who has a degree from TSU? And I got a few responses. I'm just gonna tell you who I heard from. I heard from Julia Wilson. She is an 8th grade teacher, and she was so excited to be a TSU alum. Thank you, Miss Wilson. We also heard, obviously, Miss Thompson responded back. She's a proud Tiger as well. Miss Karif is also, she went to TSU. Miss Bonner has a couple of degrees from TSU. And here's someone you guys may not know yet. Mr. Ron Phillips is the new campus support supervisor, and he's to TSU and has some family connections to TSU, which I think is awesome. Now, I don't want to leave anybody out, but just so you guys know, Dr. Deaton has a degree from TSU, which is so incredible. And I don't think Miss Williams would mind me telling you that she has all of her graduate degrees from TSU, and she's actually going to finish with her doctorate pretty soon. So if you see her, give her a virtual high five, because that's really, really awesome. So anyway, those are the people I heard from, but I know that there are many, many, many other people in the school building that have degrees from TSU. And obviously, TSU is a great place to go if you want to work in education, if you want to be a teacher, if you want to be a principal. Yeah, I should definitely think about TSU. Great place to go. I'm going to look at the chat real quick and just see if we have any questions or comments about anything that I need to address before moving up. Okay. And by the way, there is about a 30-second delay with these live events. So, you know, if you you might be commenting on something that I've already forgotten about because it was 30 seconds ago. So if you can in your comments, just try to be as specific as you can. And if I can, I will circle back around to those and address those individually on a one-on-one basis. So with this said, let's go ahead and start this virtual tour over at TSU. I'm going to start sharing my screen again, and I'm going to go back to this one right here. And okay, this is the screen I want. So this is a Google page, right? So what we're going to do, the tool that I'm here to talk about today is something called uvisit.com. Like you visit, like you are going to go visit a school. So uvisit.com. Now, once you're here, you're going to click Students and Parents because you're a student. This is also a great tool to show your parents, by the way. This is really going to blow their mind. So the reason I like uVisit is because it is a hub for all kinds of virtual tours from all over the country. Obviously, there's some here right here in Tennessee that are on here, but you can look at schools in Kentucky. You can look at schools in Georgia, Florida, California. They're everywhere. And I'm just going to scroll down here through here so maybe you can see some of the names and see if any of these are ones that you recognize. Because this is a tool, as I mentioned, it's vast. It has a lot of resources on here, probably many schools you've never heard of. And that's probably because a lot of these schools don't have big football teams or big basketball teams. And that's okay. These schools are still valuable to learn about. But you can click on one of these and explore the college yourself. So what we're going to do today to find Tennessee State University is I'm just going to type in Tennessee State University. And I pushed enter to click to search. And here it is. It's going to pop up right here. Now, I love this tool. So it gives you just some of the most important information right off the top. It's in Nashville, Tennessee. We know that. It's a public school, which means that most of its funding comes from the state. That means that your tax dollars from the state level are put toward running this school. So it's public as opposed to private. It's also a four-year school. As you can see, this says that there's about 9,000 students that go to TSU. That's a lot of people, but that's about a mid-sized school, so it's not huge. And here's this funny word, tuition. Tuition should have been one of the words that I put on your concept list, but tuition is the fancy word for the price that you have to pay per semester. That's 1/2 a year, right? 1/2 a school year to attend that school, just to go to class. That doesn't include what we call room and board. That's the price for living in a dorm and eating in the cafeteria several times a week. So this is just to go to class at TSU. It costs about $5,000. Now you see there's two prices here. The one on the left is the in-state cost. The one on the right is if you are an out-of-state student. So if you lived in Kentucky, where I'm from and where I grew up, if I applied to Tennessee State University, it would be really a lot more expensive for me to go to TSU. So that's something to think about as you start to explore schools that are outside of Tennessee. I don't want that to be a deterrent for you because all of you have plenty of time to acquire the financial aid that you need and to make decisions that will make sense for you. So just always be present of what, or be aware of what the tuition rate is. So anyway, with that said, what we're going to do is click 360 experience, and it opened in a new window. Hopefully you can still see this. Now, I'm going to tell you, Typically, when you go to search for a school on uvisit.com, it asks for some information from you, and that's okay. It asks for your email address and your birthday and your name. The reason it asks for that information is because they want the schools to be able to get in touch with you and to build that relationship with you. So if you come explore uvisit.com and you pick out a school and it asks for your email address, go ahead and put your personal or your school email in there, and that's just going to help them keep in touch with you a little bit better. So yeah, I didn't have to do that because I've recently ran through this website to look at TSU. So yeah, we just completely bypassed that. Now, I'm about to click play on an introductory video. What you're gonna see is footage that was filmed with a 3D camera. I think that's what it's called. If you've ever seen like the Google Maps car, like driving down the street, it kind of looks like that. Kind of looks like a ball on like a tripod, like a camera tripod, and it's filming all of the surroundings. So when you visit uvisit.com, you're not just watching a video like you're watching something on YouTube. No, you can pull the view around and see everything 360 degrees, which I think is awesome. So with that said, I'm gonna push play and you're gonna see me kind of wiggle the camera view so that you can see how this thing works, okay? Here we go.
Welcome to Tennessee State University, one of America's premier universities of higher learning and renowned HBCU. TSU sits in the heart of America's new hit cities, the Music City, Nashville, Tennessee, home of the Tennessee Titans, the Nashville Predators, and our beautiful 500-acre main campus, which rests on the shores of the Cumberland River. At TSU, Nashville's only public university, we embrace our institution's rich heritage and take pride in our legacy of producing impactful, innovative, and successful alums.
Good afternoon and welcome to TSU TV News.
Take a stroll down Greek Road. Explore our impressive architecture and state-of-the-art facilities. Come experience TSU, where our students think, work, and serve.
Okay. I think
as the hub for all
that was really
activities,
exciting. Give me
student
just a
support services, and student health services, the Floyd Payne Campus Center is a complete TSU student life experience. The 4-story building is home to the financial aid department, admissions, records, as well as student organizations and intramural sports and recreation. Also located in this building is the bookstore, which also provides an online shopping option. In this building, there are several food options, including the cafe, food court, and a convenience store. In honor of our historical AFROTC, this fighter jet adorns our campus center's south entrance, which is also where our Distinguished Air Force ROTC Detachment 790 is located.
Okay, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I did not realize the video was going to keep playing, and there didn't seem to be a way I could just pause the young lady who was talking. But as you can see, I'm not touching the screen right now. I'm not touching my mouse. And right now, the view is just kind of rotating on its own, and I think that's really cool. We just heard the young lady describe the Floyd Payne Campus Center, and this, as she said, it's sort of a student hub. It has the bookstore, it has a food court, and things like that. Now, before I go any further, I just want you guys to know that I want to make sure that y'all are listening. So, from time to time, after we play a video, I'm going to ask you a question, and it was in the video or the description. And if you know the answer to it, I want you to put it in the question and answer section. At the end of this activity, well, actually, it won't be during this activity, but at some point this week, we will draw a winner of people who got questions right, and somebody will win from every single grade a wonderful college swag bag prize. Sometimes it might have TSU stuff in it. Sometimes it might have other things. So the more questions that you answer correctly, the more chances you have of winning. So be sure that you're paying attention and that you are ready with the right answer. Now, with that said, I don't have a question for you at this time, but while we're standing here, pretend we're standing here in the Floyd Payne Campus Student Center, let's look at this person. This person has a play button on her. Let's click there.
Welcome to Tennessee State University. I am Dr. Glenda Glover, president of this wonderful university. Here at TSU, you get the full campus experience from freshman move-in to commencement day. Our faculty and staff take you under their wings to help you soar. TSU has a rich history of graduating students to be successful global leaders, and I want you to be a part of that legacy, just as I was when I was a student here. So look around you and discover why TSU is for you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, were you listening? She gave us some great information. So my question for you, first question, question 1. Did Dr. Glover attend TSU? Let me rephrase that. Dr. Glover attended TSU. True or false? So the right answer is true or false. Okay? So you can go ahead and put that in the chat. And really quickly, I see this strange sphere. We're going to click there and see what this video is all about. All right, that's what they call Courtyard Wednesday. Courtyard Wednesday.
As the hub for all student activities,
real
student
quick,
support
we're gonna
services,
click right here.
and student health
As
services.
that video is playing again.
The Floyd Payne Campus Center is a complete TSU student life
We're going
experience.
out the building.
The 4-story building is home to the
And this is the
financial aid
outside
department, admissions,
Just
records.
click library. The library is the next stop of the tour. Let's hear what this young lady
Our
has to
main
say.
library is named the Brown Daniel Library, a vibrant resource center where students study, research, and collaborate on class assignments. Our library is fully staffed and equipped with computers and other electronic media that are very useful throughout the semester and helpful for all students, both graduate and undergraduate, who are conducting research and preparing for classes. The library's hours are generally 7:30 a.m. to 11:45 p.m. During exam weeks, the library is open 24 hours.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, your second question is true or false? The library is always open 24 hours a day. Okay, if I click this arrow right here, let's see what happens. I think it takes me outside. It does. And this is a photo of the outside of the library at TSU. How cool is that? All right. It looks like the Q&A area isn't working for me on my end. I can see that people have chimed in, but I actually can't scroll down and see what everybody's wrote. And that's okay. I don't have to, but I know that you guys are putting in information, and I'm going to let Ms. DeWall handle that. I'll look at all your responses at the end of this, okay? So with that said, let's go ahead and check out the research and sponsored programs.
The central building for the award-winning The Tiger Institute is a graduate-level research facility for the College of Engineering at Tennessee State University. Its goal is to help faculty, staff, and students conduct research in areas of national STEM workforce needs, as advocated by the National Academy of Engineering. TSU's Division of Research and Sponsored Programs provides leadership, information, and services that encourage your creative activity. Our Centers of Excellence and the annual university-wide research symposium offer multiple opportunities for you to pursue the challenging topics and exciting questions that can lead to breakthroughs you'll want to share with colleagues and professionals worldwide.
All right. Man, I love this. This is so cool. So we're looking at the inside of what appears to be an engineering lab. And we see someone working on something very high tech, this huge cord. Maybe it's a robot of this tiger, which would be cool. I see one of these gas powered bikes, which I would love to have. So I bet they built that there in the lab. I'm just scrolling on around because I noticed that there's another play button. So what's going to happen in this video is we're going to see an interaction between a professor, which is the name of the teacher in college. It's usually professor, and a student. And they're going to be talking about some engineering things. They might go above our head, and that's okay, because I know some of us are really young and we're only in 5th grade, and that's okay. But I just want you to see sort of how the conversation moves.
Okay, Adrian, yesterday we got finished putting together Brewster, robot. We're going to demonstrate on Thursday. All right, but before we demonstrate him, obviously we got to test him out and make sure he works. Yeah. Let's go through a couple motions on him and some cool motions and see if he works right. Go to the other one. There you go. Right there.
Oh, wow.
All right, he can clean himself out good. Let's go. Let's do another one. All right. What is that? What was that? Sit down? Yeah. There's something wrong here.
Yeah, with this back hind motor.
Yeah, well, this motor in the middle right here is flat.
We got a red light, yeah.
Correct. So there's a few ways we can probably attack this problem. One, we would change out the wires, change out the battery, put it back in, or check out the whole motor.
That'd probably be easiest.
Yeah, that would probably be easiest. I totally concur. I'm going to click this back arrow right here because I think it's going to give us an exterior shot of the research building, and that's exactly what we're looking at. Okay. So, and yeah, I can't drag it. I can't look that one around. That was just a photo. Let's go ahead and check out what Avon Williams is all about.
The Avon Williams campus, also referred to as the downtown campus, is positioned in a convenient location. This building is home to the School of Graduate and Professional Studies, which offers a myriad of programs, including professional certificates, master's degrees, doctoral degrees, and distant learning. The Avon Williams campus is also home to the Bloomberg Terminal, which displays financial market data in real time. Students have access to library and media services, student support services, and food and beverage options. Here you will also find our speech and audiology clinic. Yes, student therapists are taking the lead in service to patients.
All right, so this is the downtown campus, right? I think it's actually just one building. Okay, true or false? Ready? Here, oh, look at this. Hold on. What's happening right here? Well, this website thinks that by now you're so excited about TSU that you're ready to go ahead and apply to TSU. And if you're a high school senior, maybe you would go ahead and click apply online, and that would take you straight to the TSU application. But since some of us are in 5th grade, some of us are in 8th grade, and everywhere in between, we're just going to click X. I've already forgotten what my question was going to be. But no worries, because I forgot there was someone standing here. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Hi, my name is Yolanda, and I'm a PhD counseling student at the graduate school. The Avon Williams campus is a unique part of the TSU system. It is centrally located downtown with access to the highways. The campus provides a shuttle service from the main campus to Avon Williams for students who need services here at the campus. This campus has a library, a computer lab, testing center, and a service for students if they need to have a dining facility also. The Office of Student Support Services provides services for adult learners and distant learners. And although we are separately located, our students, faculty, and staff all remain stable with the motto of think, work, and serve.
Perfect. Okay. Your third question. Are you ready? Get those fingers ready on the keyboard. Here we go. Your third question. True or false? The Avon Williams campus, located downtown, has its own library. Has its own library. True or false? And if you were driving around downtown, you probably have seen this building before. The Avon Williams campus, right downtown. Let's check out Lawson Hall.
Lawson Hall, housing the School of Agricultural Sciences, includes programs in animal sciences, pre-veterinarian, food processing, and agriculture. Also, here is a University School of Nursing program. Our state-of-the-art 25,000 square foot agricultural biotechnology building stores 12 research labs. The other two facilities, called the Agricultural and STEM Education and Training Center and the Agricultural Research Support Building, are located on the university farm. This is such a wonderful opportunity. With these facilities, our students will benefit tremendously by engaging in cutting-edge research in food safety and security, and by expanding their knowledge in their quest for excellence.
Okay, I'm going to give you your true or false question now, and then we're going to check out that conversation. Your true or false question. The Lawson Hall, home to many of the research programs that TSU has 20 research labs. Were you listening? It has 20 research labs. True or false? We're looking inside of this science lab. Looks like what I'm used to seeing in high schools. Lots of beakers and those kinds of things. I see some drying right here. And of course, there's a video. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I watched this video yesterday. I don't have a scientific brain. I don't know what they're talking about, but hopefully you do.
Today we are going to study molecular level interactions of antibiotic with soil mineral. You see, this is a real-time experiment. We'll study in real time how antibiotic can interact with the mineral surface. This is a flow cell attachment, which is inlet outlet going to the reaction bottle. And in reaction bottle, you start with the background electrolyte in the beginning, which gets inlet and outlet, and it's a closed cell. And you keep taking the background spectra, and after about 2 hours, reaction gets stabilized. Once it gets stabilized, you take the final background spectra and the blank spectra where you should not see any IR band. After that, you add the antibiotic and flow through the system, and with time, when antibiotic get absorbed with the mineral surface, you'll see some signal enhancement or IR beam coming out. From those beams, you can identify what functional groups of antibiotic is interacting with the mineral surface, which is important to find out the mechanism. Do you have any question?
Yeah, my question is, since you're using background electrolyte and you are adding antibiotic, how are you sure that the antibiotic is actually getting absorbed?
Sure, that's a good question. One of the rule of the infrared spectra is when it passes through molecule, it gives you signal based on the bonding of the molecule. So in this case, when you have nothing there, you get no IR band enhancement. When you add antibiotic and if that doesn't bind with the surface, then there is no bond creation between the antibiotic and the surface. So you won't see any IR band enhancement. You only see when the antibiotic binds with the mineral surface.
Okay, very, very important scientific work happening at TSU. Let's take a step back and check out the outside of the building. Here it is. Okay, it says agricultural biotechnology something. I can't read what the last word is. Building, I think. All right, we're moving right along. Clement Hall. Anybody like teeth?
Clement Hall serves as the main facility for the College of Health Sciences programs. It houses the main office for the Health Sciences College, as well as the labs and classrooms for the specific departments of physical therapy, occupational therapy, and dental hygiene. It is also the location of the dental hygiene clinic, where dental hygiene students actually apply their learning and develop skills.
Oh, there's that ad again. All right, who likes going to the dentist? Right, crickets. No one. No one likes going to the dentist. Let's listen to this interaction.
Okay, so today we're going to treat Ms. Fortson here as the patient. So because you're the clinician, you want to make sure that you're in the proper clock position as well as your patient is in the proper clock position. So if you're going to clean the facial aspect of section number 1, what clock position would you be in to clean Ms. Fortson?
I would be in position 9.
Okay, and because you're working on the maxillary arch, how should the patient's head be tilted, up or down?
Her head would be tilted up.
Excellent. So once you have had the patient in the proper position and you're in the proper position, then you can go into the cleaning. Now, after you finish cleaning the patient, you want to make sure that you're always doing patient education. So you want to have the mirror for the patient to look at, because when they're at home, they're going to be looking at the mirror in the bathroom, and you're going to have her demonstrate how to brush while looking into that mirror. Then you're going to give the patient pointers on whether they're doing a good job or what they need to improve upon. Okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Great.
Awesome. Moving
Clement
right
Hall
on.
serves as Our new Communication Performing Arts Center features the latest state-of-the-art facilities for music, band, theater, and broadcasting. It holds classrooms and listening labs for all the music programs, as well as piano and instrument studios. It is also the practicing home for the renowned aristocrat of bands and our award-winning choir.
Ladies and gentlemen, true or false? The Performing Arts Center is a great place to learn about music, theater, and broadcasting. True or false? The Performing Arts Center is a good place to learn about music, theater, and broadcasting. Okay, looking in this room, I see another little sphere. We got to check that out. Oh man, what a treat. Wow, that was powerful.
Our new Communication Performing Arts Center
Let's go ahead and check
features
out the
latest
dorms.
state-of suite-style residence halls, the Honors College residence, Hale and the William Rudolph Center houses all classifications of female students. It also has additional unique features such as a healthier option cafeteria, hair salon, and a laundry room with a cozy waiting area including a TV, sofas, and see-through windows into the laundry area. All the residence halls provide laundry facilities, lounges, and computer rooms. They also have central heating and air conditioning, jacks to hook up telephones and computers, and cable.
Okay, so this is the inside look of a lobby area at one of the dormitories on campus. Some of you guys maybe have never heard that word before. A dorm is short for the word dormitory, and a dorm is a building where you would actually live, almost like an apartment, whenever you go to college. Now, you don't have to live on campus. You could definitely live at home, especially since this school is right in town. Many of you, I'm sure, if you decided to go to TSU, would probably choose to live at home because it costs more money to live on campus. But as you start to think about college and planning for college, and especially paying for college, definitely pay attention to how much it costs to live on campus somewhere. Let's click this arrow and take a step back and check the outside of this building. Beautiful, beautiful. Has to be one of the newest buildings on campus. Let's check out Holland Hall.
Holland Hall is home to the Office of Diversity and International Affairs, which is an inclusive environment for all students and engages the faculty and staff through shared experiences, relationship building, and intercultural development. Our programs are academically and culturally supportive by offering students the program of study they are looking for, an environment suited to fit the needs of all learners. The Office of Diversity and International Affairs provides leadership in advocating and promoting excellence in student services, cultural programming, collaborative partnerships, and international education.
Okay. I'm just moving right along for interest of time. I still have some other things I want to show you. So I'm just gonna let's click the back arrow here and see if it gives us an exterior look. Very good. That's the outside of Holland Hall. So just want you guys to know, especially if you are a new American student, if you were perhaps born in another country, the staff at Holland Hall in particular, it's their job to help you get the support that you need to acclimate or to become used to the way that you need to live as a college student. So lots of support there with advising and tutoring. I loved hearing that there's a lot of cultural workshops and events like that to help raise awareness and help others learn about specific cultures. Let's go ahead and check out Jackson Hall.
Jackson Hall is home to the Aeronautical and Industrial Technology Department. Students are challenged through high-tech simulators as an educational experience. Did you know that Tennessee State University is listed by Aviation Week and Space Technology as one of the top aerospace and aviation schools in the country? Are you interested in a career in industrial robotics, electronic systems, or aviation? Then Jackson Hall will be your new home at TSU.
Okay, true or false? TSU was listed as one of the top schools for aeronautical studies by a magazine called Aviation Week and Space Technology. True or false? TSU was listed as a top school for aeronautical studies by Aviation Week and Space Technology. And this is the outside of Jackson Hall. Oh, we see someone here with a fancy tuba. That's actually called a sousaphone. I would know. I was in band. Anyway, here we go. Going on to the amphitheater.
Another feature of our friendly campus is the outdoor amphitheater. A relatively recent addition to the campus, it serves as a site of different types of functions, ranging from outdoor dramatic productions to pep rallies and other kinds of student gatherings, formal and informal. Take a look around. Enjoy the rays of golden sunshine. See yourself enjoying your day while spending quality time with your friends, or taking a quiet moment to study at the outdoor amphitheater.
All right, I'm just going to take the camera here and show you what it was like for them when they filmed this particular scene. See students sitting all around the amphitheater, all around. You gotta respect the spirit, the college spirit that TSU brings its students. Let's check out this video. Okay, we are moving right along.
The Student Success Center, formerly known as the Learning Resource Center, or LRC at TSU, houses many of the student support services to help you succeed at TSU. This includes the Academic Advisement Center, the Honors College, the Media Center, and Reading and Writing Labs. As you can see, this is a beautiful facility with friendly staff members who are dedicated to assisting students to define and attain their educational goals. Take a look. You'll like what you see.
All right, just taking one more look around this beautiful building. Hope you were paying attention because I've got another question for you. True or false? Are you ready? True or false? Hope you were listening. Might be tough for you. Might be tough to hear. True or false? There are no student support services at TSU. True or false? All right, there's a few more slides. I'm going to go on over to shuttle stop.
In order to support students who take classes on our downtown Avon Williams campus, we provide a free Tiger Shuttle service that transports students hourly, mornings and evenings, both weekdays and weekends.
Yeah, awesome. So that's the shuttle that I remember the person that was at the Avon Williams campus, the lady who said she was a PhD counseling student, said that there was a shuttle that took students from the main campus over to Avon Williams. So, you know, they're not very far from one another, but remember Avon Williams is downtown and it's basically one building. And so there might be some classes that students would have over there and they would need to take the shuttle. Let's go ahead and check out dining services. Man, I love food. And I'm going to tell you something. It's my favorite thing to do when I visit a college with a group of students, to go eat the food on campus and see how good it is.
TSU Dining Services offers a variety of dining options right here on campus, including Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Pizza Hut, a sandwich bar and salad bar, the Grill, and the Pod convenience stores on our main campus and Avon Williams campus. Here, students enjoy quality multiple options for quality food, coffee, fruit, beverages, and more.
Wow, what a nice cafeteria. I can see there's some booths here. There's got the combination where it's a booth and a chair. Looks like it's all you can eat. Man, I can eat a lot. How about you? From my experience visiting TSU in the past, they really have everything that you could think of in the cafeteria. There's a pizza bar, there's a hamburger bar, there's a vegetarian bar. They even have cereal out. You know, they have soda, they have juice, they have lots of also very healthy foods as well. And honestly, just a beautiful dining facility. So I hope that someday I get to take you guys there in person. I think this might be the last one. There might be one or two left, but let's check out the game room. Do I have your attention? The game room.
Home to intramural sports and recreation, students enjoy leisure time and take a small break from academics to enjoy a student life experience.
Oh, short and sweet, but man, look at those pool tables. I gotta say, when I was in college, I didn't play a lot of pool. I played some ping pong. I know a lot of people my age that also really got into ping pong in college. I'm not very good, but it was fun. It was something to do and you know, share with your friends. So let's look at the Gentry Center complex, because let me tell you something. I know that everybody is thinking about, you know, college. They think of sports, right? Well, let's go check out what the Gentry Center complex is all about.
Gentry Center Complex is a primary athletic and
the lady's not
recreational
loading,
center
but
for the campus.
we can hear her.
This is where the men's and women's basketball teams play home games. This is also where our graduation ceremonies in May and December are held. The Wilma Rudolph indoor track encircles the gym. On the first floor is a 35-meter swimming pool, and on the second floor are the dance studios, PE classrooms, and racquetball courts. There is also a weight room on the gym floor used by the athletes. The Wellness Center provides exercise and weightlifting equipment, as well as studio exercise facilities for all students.
Awesome. Well, I think that's the last slide. What I'm going to do is just click this last arrow. And yeah, we're right back where we started.
As the
So
hub
I
for
hope you
all student
enjoyed checking out TSU today. I've got one more thing I want to show you all before we dismiss. I'm going to go over to my Google tab. Now let's say I'm pretending that I'm a student that just saw this presentation for the first time, and I'm totally fired up about TSU, and I got to learn more. I got to know what I have to do to get to go to TSU. Where do you think the best place is to find information about a college that you're interested in? Oh, that's right. It's just me. Well, it's their website, of course. So what we're going to do is go over to Google, my best friend, and we're going to type in Tennessee State University. Okay. Click search. And wouldn't you know, it's the very first thing that comes up. It's www.tnstate.edu. Here we go. TSU. That's right. Big Blue Rising. Here we go. So this is what it looks like when you log on to the Tennessee State University website. As you can see, this is probably something like you're used to seeing on other websites. There's like a floating banner with some important updates. This is about COVID-19. By the way, I hope everybody's staying safe during these weird times. We can see what else is important here. It says your path to BSN, now admitting students for fall 2020. So that would actually be a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. If you're interested in nursing, TSU might be the place for you, okay? So what we're gonna do is just kind of look over the website and see if there's anything that pops out at us. Here's some current news. If you wanna just kind of stay up to the details on what's new at TSU. Here's a little video we can watch about TSU Strong. I'm sure that's a video saying like be safe out there with COVID-19. I've seen a lot of those lately. And here's some information about TSU just by the numbers. Let's say you're visiting the site for the first time. They're telling you that the undergraduate, that's a word that was on my list of terms. An undergraduate is a student who's in college to get a bachelor's degree or less, right? So that could be a certificate, that could be an associate's degree, that could be a bachelor's degree. If you are pursuing a master's or a PhD, those are your higher level degrees. You would call yourself a graduate student, okay? So undergraduate is what you would be pursuing whenever you leave high school right into college. So they're telling you that on this undergraduate student faculty ratio, 16:1. That means for every faculty member, there are 16 students. That's a pretty small class size. That's actually about half of what you're used to in middle school. So that's pretty cool. There's 83 majors between the undergraduate colleges and the graduate colleges, and it says 500 beautiful main campus acres near the Cumberland River. So yeah, it's really set in very serene and beautiful part of town. So let's just check it out. What happens if you click apply? It says apply now. Now this is the admissions homepage. All right. So this is everything you need to know. This is really your landing place if you are interested in learning anything about TSU. They say apply now, start your journey in Big Blue Land. We got a very enthusiastic tiger with a sign that says the ACT and the SAT has been waived for fall 2020. The SAT and the ACT are two different tests that you have to take most of the time to get into college. So that's something that you'll learn about a lot more in high school. But basically, it's a college readiness exam. So it's going to test you in the 4 main subjects that you're used to learning about in school, and see how high you score, basically to see how well you might do in college. So if you want to, you can click request info and you can fill out this. I'm sure there's a form here somewhere. Yep, it says please submit this form, and you can go on here and maybe they would mail you a shirt or a fancy pennant like I've got here, or maybe one of these Tennessee State University books. It's a little paper pencil book. You know, you may get some swag if you go on there and fill it out. Can't promise that they would do that, but they would definitely have your information if you filled out that form. So pretty cool. A couple more things before I let you go. Just going back a couple of pages. I should hang on just a second. see what else is on here. The above TSU online application is only received by the Office of Admissions once the $25 application fee has been paid. So I just want to point out that, you know, the more colleges you apply to, the more money it might cost you, because you have to actually pay a fee to apply to college most of the time. It's not always the case, but it is often the case. Okay, so TSU, you have to actually pay $25. So you'll either have to pay for that with your own money, or ask a parent or a loved one or someone like that most of the time for one of those for help with that. What I want to show you before we sign off, this is what I was looking for. This is the admission requirements for anyone under 21. Okay, so doesn't matter if you're from Tennessee or not. You have to have at least a 2.5 weighted GPA and a 19 on the ACT. Now, I don't know if they've updated their website or not, because they said that you don't need to do the ACT for this fall. It's probably just because of COVID. But anyway, that's what you would need to get guaranteed admission. Okay, a 2.5 is probably about a B average, something like that. So when you're in high school, you will start to earn points toward a grade point average, GPA, another one of my terms that I put up on the slide. Basically, the final grade that you get in a class at the end of a semester will receive a certain amount of points. So if you receive an A in your English class, then you're going to get 4 points for that. If you get a B in your science class, you're only going to get 3 points for that. So basically, the more classes you take, the more points you get, right? You add them up and then you find the average. Now, what do we know about averages? You have to divide the number, the total number by the number of numbers used, if that makes sense. So that's where you get, like, if you had a 4.0, that means that you only got A's in high school, which is stellar. And that's exactly what you should shoot for, because when you get a 4.0, it's more likely that you're going to get scholarship money. It's money you don't have to pay back, which is great. But just to get into TSU, you would need at least a 2.5 GPA. So you don't have to have a perfect 4.0 all A's resume to get into TSU. But I'm going to tell you right now, I guarantee that there's scholarships available if you have a really good GPA. Okay, so with that said, I'm just going to make a couple of quick announcements, and then I think we'll probably dismiss. So as I mentioned earlier, we will have activities for you guys every single day. Tomorrow is College Spirit Day, College Gear Day. Wear your shirts and your hats and all that cool stuff. Thursday, we're calling College Clips Day. I'm going to explain exactly what we've gone through to make this happen. I reached out to a bunch of contacts in Tennessee and Kentucky and Georgia, and have received videos back that I'm going to string together in one long video, and they're all going to tell you about their college and what makes their college cool and special. So be on the lookout for that. That's going to hit probably not until like Thursday morning or maybe late Wednesday night, because I haven't got it all together yet, but it's coming. So be on the lookout for that. One school in particular in Kentucky has really surprised me. I don't know anybody at that school. It's called Northern Kentucky University, but they sent me a video from a student, and they also sent me a video, maybe 2 videos from a professor. So that's really cool. You're going to hear a lot from them, I guess. But I also want to thank Dr. Terry for sharing with me videos that her colleagues at Fordham and Emory shared with you guys. So just be on the lookout for that. We also are going to put together a video of student greetings, and a lot of those have come from Miss D's. Really appreciate that, Miss D's. Miss Assad has provided some, and I've acquired some myself. So that's what you have to look forward to on Thursday. I just want to take a second and say thank you to everybody who stuck with me through this presentation. I hope that was fun. I hope that was worthwhile. I hope that someday you want to be a Tiger. And thank you for everybody who participated in my true or false trivia game. And we will get the answers, the winners announced later this week, and what you can expect to receive. So anyway, that's all I've got for you. Go Tigers. I just want you to remember, every single one of y'all should be thinking about college, because every single one of you are college material. Every single one of you has it in you to achieve any kind of career dream that you have in mind, but you need to start thinking about it and planning and talking with adults about it. Okay? 8th graders, in particular, if you are still here, please click the link that I sent at the beginning of this chat to let me know that you were here. I got to make sure that my boss knows that you came. Okay? That's all I got. Thank you all.